Leadership is something that happens when you're being true to yourself. So I'm sat under a tree because I just made 2 videos in the sun and it's really hot and I'm sweating, so I'm hiding out here. Now, recently I discovered that I was a leader and it blew my mind. It's funny. And even funnier than that is what I discovered before that, which was my coach asked me a question 6 months, maybe a year, I don't know how long ago it was now, probably 6 months. And he asked me, John, how many of your clients, the people who actually pay you money, who you coach, are people who are looking for their passion in life? Because a lot of my work in the past years has been how to find your passion, how to live with passion, doing my talks and my YouTube videos. And I was like, well, let me think. And I started just expecting there would be many, and I started thinking, and for some reason, I didn't realize this, I don't know how I missed it, 0. I think there would maybe been 1 in the past year that I worked with for a short time on that, but it wasn't really what I normally do. Like all of my long-term clients, the people I coach, none. And so I was like, well, what do you work on then? What would they say that you do? I was like, well, one calls me as an executive coach, one leadership coach, one secret weapon. What do they say I do? Leadership, really, I guess. They're all leaders. They either are leaders of their own thing, they're sole proprietors, or they run their own companies or something like that. And I was like, that's weird. Well, am I a leadership coach? It's like, well, it seems to be that. Huh. And that took me a little bit of a while to digest, and I was like, well, why is it so hard for me why was I blinded to the obvious? Why was I blinded to that? And also, like, why is it hard for me to swallow? It's like, well, what do I know about leadership? I've never run a big company myself. I mean, I've had small companies and small teams, but I've never had a big proper company with hundreds of employees. I can't be a leadership coach. I can't be a guy that knows about leadership. But other people seem to think that there's something there. So what's going on? There was like all this cognitive dissonance trying to figure it out. And then it's like, John, you're already a leader. I was like, what? You're a thought leader. I was like, thought leader, what's that? What's that mean? I was thinking about it and stepping back, right? It's like, I love these kind of conversations that I have with my coach that help me to zoom out on my life and look at myself and be like, oh, what I'm doing and who I'm being is different than what I thought it was from the inside. I love the outside perspective. Yeah, I guess I've got thousands of people that follow what I talk about and what I do. I've been that way since, I don't know, since I was 19. I've been blogging. If you search the web, you can find loads of my stuff from forever. And I've always had people following me. So I guess if people are following me, then in some sense, I'm a leader. Okay, cool. And I'm getting a little bit more comfortable saying that. It still feels a little bit weird, to be honest. I'm saying it now and I'm like, oh my God, does that sound obnoxious? But I'm more and more comfortable with it because leadership is not some thing that you achieve or that you be when you're superhuman or special. Because I don't see myself as that. I don't think that's not what I try to do anyway. Leadership is something that happens when you're being true to yourself. This is my little way of thinking about it now. Leadership is not something you do. It's actually something you be. And it happens when you're being true to yourself. Now, why? Why do I think that? Well, what I think happens in a real simple way, this is my physics of it, is when you're true to yourself, when you are who you are, when you're willing to just express yourself and do what you do, people follow that. And they follow it because the things that are most true to us are the things that are the least constricted by fear. They're the things that are most, you could call it, come from love, or the most spirited, or the most that are pure creative potential, pure creativity. And so that's the stuff that people tend towards. That's the direction of evolution towards something greater, something better. Also, when you're your true self, you're congruent. There's clarity, there's coherence, and people seek truth through coherence and certainty, right? And so when you're being who you truly are, when you're self-expressing, you're speaking truth, you're being truth. By being truth, you're bringing truth into the world, and people seek truth. People follow truth. People follow coherence and certainty. And so by you being yourself, you automatically create followers around you. People will automatically follow you, and that is leadership. It's so much simpler than all of the management, controlling, and commanding techniques out there and strategies for trying to get people to do something. It's not leadership. Leadership happens. It's not something you do. Leadership is a way of being. It's what you are when you're true to yourself. Not even intentionally. It can even happen without you even knowing if you just be you. When you be you in a world where so many people are not willing to, people follow you. They follow the light. Where there's so much darkness, they follow the light. It's not even something you have to become. It's who you already are. And all you have to do is do the thing that I say every single time to people when they're not doing that, when they're not being them. Stop not being who you are. And the result is you are a leader. How are you stopping yourself from being a more powerful leader? By constricting some of your own uniqueness, some of your own self-expression. What are you holding back, which if you did, vulnerably, courageously, would allow people to see what you really think and feel, and as a result of that, because you're being true, would have you becoming a more powerful leader. Not only creating more impact in the world, but creating a stronger followership. For the simple reason that you are willing to self-express. What is it you're not saying or not doing that's stopping you from being a leader who deep down you truly are? Much love.
So if you like this video, or if you like the idea in this video at least, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, if you're into it, share it with your friends. Why not? Why keep it all to yourself? Tweet it, Facebook it, Google Plus it, whatever you can do, get it out there. And hey, if you want to learn more about creating passion, purpose, and prosperity in your life, and if you want to learn more about becoming a leader in your life, then hit up my website. You can learn more there. Finally, the best insights usually happen down below in the discussion. So leave a comment, ask questions, challenge me. You know, if you will, share your own story. I'd love to hear. Talk to you soon. Much love.